Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 10,000 Degrees Alumni Changemakers Celebration. I am Janelle Charles, and I am 1 degree of change. I'm a proud 10,000 Degree board member. I'm a proud 10,000 Degrees board member and Meritus Scholarship alumna.
And I am Cinthya Cisneros, and I am too 1 degree of change. Thank you. I am also a 10,000 Degrees alumni. I'm on the advisory board, and I am the owner of La Cheve Bakery and Brews. Thank you. I love that you guys know who it is. Thank you. Like the 5 honorees and many of the others joining us tonight, we are honored to call ourselves 10,000 Degrees alum.
We want to take a moment to acknowledge that right now, so many people, including many of our family members and friends, are suffering in all corners of the world, which seems to be filled with more strife than ever before. Still, we hope that we can hold this brief time together to take comfort in all the wonderful things this world has to offer, starting with this incredible community and the good people gathered here this evening, and our truly extraordinary, incredible alumni changemakers. Soon you will get to hear their incredible, poignant, and powerful stories. To our honorees families, special guests, board members, volunteers, school partners, many alumni who are gathered here together tonight, each of you are a crucial part of our 10,000 Degrees community. In 2019, 2 brilliant college success programs, Meritus College Fund and, and 10,000 Degrees, partnered and became one. 10,000 Degrees played an essential role in my life as I navigated the path to and through college. Their support has had a transformative impact on my future. I'm currently a master's prepared nurse, and I work on the labor and delivery unit at Zuckerberg San Francisco General. So if anybody knows Mark Zuckerberg, tell him to make a donation, please. It took me a long time to get here, but 10,000 Degrees has been with me every step of the way. I'm a proud product of the Bayview Hunters Point community and San Francisco Unified Public Schools. 21 years ago, not to date myself. After graduating from Thurgood Marshall Academic High School, shout out to the Phoenix, I flew across the country to embark on a journey that was foreign to me, to my family, and to my friends. As a first-generation college student, my first year at Bowdoin College presented some challenges. The most significant challenge was not living in rural New England or freezing Maine winters. My biggest challenge was imposter syndrome, feeling like I didn't belong. I believed I did not deserve to be at Bowdoin, and that I was handed an opportunity of which I wasn't worthy. To compensate for those unwarranted feelings of inadequacy, in spring 2003, I'm old. In addition to campus jobs, I registered for 5 courses, including an upper division research course. I also took on leadership roles within several student organizations. Basically, I spread myself thin like butter, trying to prove I was better. It was a recipe for disaster. As a result of my overambition, I failed my upper division research course and received D's in 2 other courses. Bowdoin's policy for this performance was academic suspension, a 1-year adult timeout. I returned home embarrassed, ego bruised. However, I wasn't greeted with shame or disappointment. My family, Aunt Kathy, my family, community, and 10,000 Degrees rallied behind me with unwavering support. Organization leaders and volunteers invited me to dinner in their homes and poured love into me at a time when I felt defeated. At my lowest, 10,000 Degrees showed me that they were not just a scholarship program, but my cheerleaders, my mentors, my family. Because of 10,000 Degrees, I graduated from Bowdoin College with a double major in Latin American Studies and Espanol. which I now use every day at Zuckerberg because our patient population is mostly Latino or Latinx. And 10 years later, with their continued support, I started my nursing journey. So I'm honored to be here with you, to serve on the 10,000 Degrees board, to provide an alumni perspective, and to give back in a concrete way.
And just like Janelle, 10,000 Degrees has had a major impact on my life as well. I was born in La Piedad, Michoacan, in Mexico. My parents were very poor and wanted a better life for us. They saw education as the most powerful tool, but unfortunately in Mexico, you have to pay for education the minute you start elementary school. And unfortunately, they couldn't afford that. So our journey for the American dream began. We immigrated to Napa when I was 4 years old. And as a child, I recognized the agonizing amount of work my parents put in to be able to take care of us. And I understood the reason why I was brought here. So I hustled. I hustled to do whatever I could to be an honor roll student and go to college. Upon getting accepted to UC Berkeley, fast forward. Hold on. To join their chemistry program. As excited as you got, that's exactly how I felt. But I had to decline. I was unaware that being an undocumented student would bring such a huge financial burden. I was denied all financial support because of my status. So I hustled. I decided to commute to the closest university to me, which was Sonoma State University, and apply to local scholarships. And that is when 10,000 Degrees came to my life. I am eternally, eternally grateful for not only their financial support, but their mentorship. Having someone that checked in on me constantly to ensure that I felt like I belonged in those spaces was everything to me. I received my chemistry degree in 2008. I was a chemistry high school until 2018. And now I own La Cheve Bakery and Brews, a Mexican bakery, beer tap room, and Mexican brunch restaurant in Napa. Thank you. And all along the side of my parents. We are now proud to be able to provide scholarships to other undocumented hustler students pursuing science or business in search of their American dream. By believing in our students and their unlimited potential to transform their lives and that of their families, we are strengthening our communities and creating greater opportunity for all. Tonight, you will hear from our 5 Changemaker Honorees who are all pursuing their passions and working to create a more just and equitable society. They are changing the world.
A little bit about the Alumni Changemaker Celebration. Welcome, welcome. We received 30 nominations from 10,000 Degrees alumni. 11 were chosen as semifinalists. Then we asked you to cast your vote. Did I capture the American Idol sentiment? Okay. And you voted for our 5 honorees. All of them are here this evening with their families. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our first honoree, 10,000 Degrees alumna, Genesis Vasquez. Although Genesis planned to be here, she's recorded her story for us. Let's please give our attention to Genesis Vasquez.
Hi, my name is Genesis Vasquez, and I am 1 degree of change. I graduated from San Francisco State University with a bachelor's degree in psychology and also graduated from California State University, East Bay with a master's in counseling and an emphasis in marriage and family therapy. Today, I work as a child and family therapist for Homeless Children's Network in San Francisco. I was born and raised in El Salvador, the smallest country in Central America. At the age of 8, my parents immigrated to the United States because they wanted to provide a better life for my brothers and me. My parents were on a journey to build the American dream in a country that they knew very little about. However, common for so many families in my home country. The physical distance between my parents and I, although a short distance on a map, felt like a galaxy between us. Growing up without my parents was a difficult life experience. I developed a lot of emotional and behavioral symptoms, and living without my parents shaped my childhood, my personality, and how I see the world today. 6 years later, when I reunited with my mother in the United States, it was a dream come true. Now, I will get the opportunity to experience an entire new world. I was scared and excited all at once. However, it was not long after arriving in the United States that I started to face different challenges associated with cultural assimilation. It was hard for me to learn the language, adapt to new cultural values, adjust to a new school system, and try to fit in. But I did, with the help of my mother, friends, and therapists. I was motivated to get ahead in life, find a purpose, and take advantage of every opportunity that was presented to me. My dream was to go to college and become a child and family therapist, so I worked hard in high school to get closer to my goal. I obtained good grades, did community service, joined clubs, and applied for scholarships. I want to acknowledge that my own contributions to my education and career goals were not enough to get me to the place that I am today. Throughout my life, my mother has been my role model and one of the strongest human beings I know. Unconsciously, she taught me resilience and inspired me to go to college. She instilled in me the value of pursuing higher education and the importance it has on a personal and social level. When I was in high school, she mentioned que no podía darme riquezas, pero que nunca me iba a faltar un techo, comida y su apoyo para poder ir a la universidad, seguir mis metas y ser alguien en la vida, which means she could not give me wealth. However, I was never going to need a roof over my head, food, and that I will always have her full support to continue my education, go to college, and follow my dreams in order to be someone in life. Those words echoed in my head in my darkest moments. Those moments when I felt lost in a world that was so new to me. However, it is because of those sacrifices that my mom and grandmother made that I continue to pursue my dreams and their dreams as well. My college experience was beautiful, but a really difficult one. In college, I struggled with my confidence because English is not my first language. I felt I wasn't good enough and smart enough to be there. 10,000 degree helped me through this journey by providing me the counseling, academic, and the financial support I extremely needed to get through college. 10,000 degree helped me to get closer to my goal of becoming a child and family therapist. They helped me to develop diverse skills, such as networking skills, study strategies, professionalism in the workplace, and most importantly, advocating for my needs. This strong support system and the opportunity to access an abundant network of resources allowed me to get closer to my goal of obtaining my college degree. However, the impact of 10,000 degree expands beyond my bachelor's degree. What I learned along the way, I applied to my journey in my master's degree program, which opened the door to my fulfilling career. I truly believe that 10,000 degree support is tremendously valuable. The top 3 reasons someone should support 10,000 degree is because it provides low-income students the resources, skill development, and opens the door to the opportunity to get a higher education, to be able to have a positive impact in the communities and in the world. I am proof of this, and this is why I am here today. I currently work with Latino families who have recently immigrated to this country and continue to face and deal with traumatic life experiences that prevent them from living what's typically considered a normal life. When I work with these children, I see my younger self, vulnerable, filled with pain and insecurities. I strive to be the supportive adult I needed when I was their age. My work is important, life-changing, difficult but fulfilling. I hope to continue making an impact in the lives of Latino families, families who need it the most and are often left out or lost in the system. I hope to be an inspiration to others, especially those like me who once believed they were incapable of reaching their goals. If we dream it, we can achieve it by working hard and believing in ourselves. My goal for the future is to become licensed, specialize in trauma work, and one day open a nonprofit organization to continue helping low-income Latino families. I am a 10,000 degrees change maker because I am part of the 5.5% of Latino Spanish-speaking therapists in the United States. Thank you. Gracias.
Hi, my name is Adriana Ascencion Cisneros, and I am 1 degree of change. I graduated from Mills College in the fall of 2019 with a bachelor's degree in public health and a minor in sociology. Today, I am a certified nursing assistant at the Petaluma Post-Acute Rehab Facility, as well with a private client in Tiburon. I grew up in Petaluma with my parents, brother, and sister. I am very grateful to say that we have always been a tight-knit family, making sure we're there for one another, supporting each other in whatever we need. Growing up, I always knew I wanted to go to college and become a nurse. I remember as a young child playing doctor or nurse with my sisters and cousin, pretending to check vital signs and give vaccinations. I believe this came firsthand exposure to the medical field at a very young age. My sister was born with kidney disease, which resulted in frequent stays at UCSF for long periods of time, weeks to months. She had her first transplant at the age of 12, just before Christmas. Being only 10 years old at the time, I didn't realize the severity of my sister's health, but did know that the transplant would make her better. In 2018, her kidney started failing due to a viral infection, which resulted in dialysis and the search for a new donor. Fortunately, a year before I graduated college, I found out I was a match. And in January 2020, weeks after I graduated from college and 2 months prior to the countrywide COVID lockdown, we underwent a successful surgery and saved my sister's life. College was a roller coaster of emotions, but I was extremely thankful to experience all the highs and lows. Being a first-generation college student meant I was walking into something no one in my family had previously experienced. But I knew college was something I wanted to pursue. Despite no one knowing what the academic pathway would entail, my family was there to support me however they could. Thankfully, with being part of 10,000 Degrees, it was a lot clearer on how to accomplish that. I attended a presentation about 10,000 Degrees during my sophomore year of high school. I knew it was a program I wanted to be a part of to get closer to reaching my dream. With my parents unaware of college tuition and the roadmaps to a career, I knew 10,000 Degrees would have the answer. Through 10K, I met my academic mentor and very close friend, Christine. Together, we filled out college applications, scholarship applications, and never hesitated to answer any personal and educational questions I had. And after 10 years, we are still in contact and continues to help me with my academics. 10,000 Degrees gave me the opportunity to tour colleges, experience college firsthand by spending a week at Sonoma State University, allowed us to attend seminars, and of course, gave us financial help for college. The scholarship 10,000 Degrees provided allowed a huge weight off my parents' shoulders. College is not cheap. The scholarship gave me freedom to continue my studies without financial worries. When you support 10,000 Degrees, you are a part of an academic guidance, financial support, and long-term friendships that 10,000 Degrees creates. College was and has been a wonderful experience. I have become an independent, confident, open-minded, and driven adult. I have been able to use my education to teach others what I have learned, help my younger cousins with career decisions, and help navigate financial, medical, and legal help for my parents. As I mentioned before, the healthcare field was something I always imagined myself being a part of. I started Mills College as a nursing student and transitioned into the public health field in order to stay closer to home through my sister's care. Throughout my courses, I've learned the importance of knowing how outside variables affect people's overall health and their future, and I hope to teach this to my future colleagues and patients. I enjoy giving back to my community and helping people in need. Working in healthcare gives me the opportunity to help those physically and emotionally. For the past 3 years, through the pandemic, I have been working with geriatric patients who no longer have family. I am proud to say that I'm there for them in their last few years of their life. I have learned that the smallest gestures can change the life of a person, so I'm grateful to make that change in their lives. As I continue to my RN license at the Santa Rosa Junior College, I hope to continue working with my community, making a positive change with all clients and patients I come in contact with. I believe the experiences I have learned will allow me to sympathize and empathize with each and every one professionally and personally. I am a 10,000 degrees change maker because as I become a nurse, I hope to continue being there for my patients and putting in those smallest gestures of care for every person I meet to make whatever difference I can, big or small.
Hi, my name is Ashley Marie Blanco, and I am 1 degree of change. I am a Emeritus alumna who graduated from Howard University with a bachelor's in psychology and from Brown University with a master's in urban education policy. Today, I serve as a kids' life coach, educator, and author in the Bay Area. So, now imagine with me being told from a very young age that you're going to college, but neither one of your parents know where the money is coming from. That was me, certain I was going to college because they told me, and I was hopeful because I believed them. There was something special about growing up in San Francisco in the 1990s and 2000s. My family didn't have much. Many of the adults surrounding me experienced some form of emotional distress and economic strain, but we found ways to take care of each other. My mother was one of the first people to show me the power of presence and generosity despite life's challenges. I wanted to follow her example, and I was hopeful that having a college degree could help me achieve that goal. Like many first-generation low-income college students, looking at college as a broader way to life, I had to learn to rise above the mental barriers of my circumstances. We didn't talk about mental health the way that we do today. Along the way of childhood and adolescence, I internalized the pain of my parents and other adults in my life. Unresolved, unemotional pain was my compass before shifting to purpose and personal power as compasses. Receiving the merited scholarship would show me the significance of operating in my personal power if I applied it towards my future. I was a student at Ruth Asawa School of the Arts High School when I learned about the merited scholarship. 12,000 scholarship dollars sounded like a financial dream. I applied not confident that I would receive it, but when I did, I was filled with gratitude and excitement. With the money, I bought suitcases to travel and basic necessities for the semester. Meredith also provided a mentor, which helped me with my self-confidence. My mentor, Angie, helped me to embrace my uniqueness while navigating a new environment and life stage. This type of mentorship which the 10,000 Degrees Fellows continue to provide was so valuable to me as a college student that it impacted my career trajectory. It also inspired me to carry the baton of helping young people to expand their horizons. As a kids' life coach, I get to connect with the work of my father as my first coach. He was very confident in my ability to do well and his reasons for operating in the firmness he expressed while doing it. He was very firm. He still is. Okay. Like him, I can see the horizon as I work with my students. I also expand upon his coaching style with infusing applied neuroscience, joyful movement, and teaching the skills for happiness and resilience. What excites me about my work is I get to partner with young people, their families, service providers, and schools in rediscovering play as a vehicle for mental resilience and life success. In this way, I get to do the dreams of my childhood with a love ethic that uplifts people to connect with their purpose for living. When you support 10,000 Degrees, you support college students in becoming more than what they can see. You support them to connect with people who can nurture their resilience as they develop their capacity. You also create an environment for them to contribute to the well-being of others. Your donations change the trajectory of lives and create access for generational dreams to come true. I'm a 10,000 Degrees changemaker because I trusted that college was possible. I trusted the process, and I used my degrees as a bridge for building lives. Thank you for honoring me as a 10,000 Degrees changemaker.
Hola, buenas tardes. I want to take a moment to express my profound gratitude. Today, I am grateful to stand in a room filled with incredible individuals who believe every story has the power to inspire and transform. Let me tell you about my story. 29 years ago, I was born in the city of Guadalajara, Mexico, to parents with an entrepreneurial spirit and a desire to provide a better life for their children. When my family immigrated, I remember feeling nervous about the unknown, sad that I was leaving my cousins and grandparents, but also thrilled that my family would finally be united with my father. The transition was challenging. Learning a new language and adjusting to a new culture had its difficulties, but I stand here today because of loving, caring teachers, mentors, and friends whose paths crossed mine. When 10,000 Degrees entered my life, I was a timid high school sophomore navigating becoming an adult while juggling responsibilities and envisioning my future. I wanted to go to college, but I still had no idea if this would be a possibility for me. During this time, 10,000 Degrees had just expanded to Sonoma County, and I joined their summer intensive program. I will never forget the moment I stepped into a college dorm and was greeted warmly by my summer intensive roommate, Reina. Being on a college campus that summer was the moment I realized my dream of going to college would become a reality. Looking back, I can't tell you I ever imagined the everlasting effect being a part of 10,000 Degrees would have. I transformed from being a timid girl to a fearless and engaging leader. They provided me with the resources and information to pursue college and a scholarship to help pay for my tuition for over the 5 years. Additionally, 10,000 Degrees provided me with the opportunity to join the staff as an intern and help counsel first-generation high school students during my college years. Most importantly, 10,000 Degrees stood by me, offering support during the challenging time of my father's passing. In 2017, I graduated Sonoma State University with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, majoring in accounting and minoring in economics. Thank you. Today, I am a senior tax accountant with BPM, recognized as one of IPA's 100 fastest growing firms and one of the largest 35 public accounting firms. I am proud to be, thank you. I am proud to be 1 degree of change. I hold close to my heart everyone who provided guidance and support when I needed it most. I am proud of the journey that brought me here and personally live by the motto, I am love, I am empathy, and I choose to live in authenticity and balance, supporting those who I am able to. For over 11 years, this motto has been the driving force behind my community involvement. From mentoring a 10,000 Degrees student who also graduated SSU this year, to forming a mutual aid group that supported unhoused community members during the pandemic. It's the reason I served as a treasurer for a nonprofit dedicated to supporting underserved children, and why I'm a member of Impact 100 Sonoma. and the Elsie Allen High School Foundation, organizations also dedicated to supporting marginalized communities. When I say I am love, I am empathy, it is a commitment to creating a community where every individual feels seen, heard, and supported. There are many reasons to support 10,000 Degrees. It enables empowerment of dreams, breaks down barriers by providing resources, allows us to witness personal transformations, fosters community growth, and nurtures an environment for emerging leaders who will contribute meaningfully to society. As I stand here today, a product of resilience, support, and the transformative power of education, I want to leave you with this thought. Each of us possesses the ability to be a catalyst for positive change. My journey, marked by the support of organizations like 10,000 Degrees and the compassionate individuals who guided me, is a testament to that truth. Tonight, let us embrace the profound impact of a single action and recognize the potential within ourselves to be 1 degree of change. Thank you for sharing this moment with me.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here today. All right. My name is Josue Castillo, and I am the 1 degree of change. I graduated Sonoma State University with a bachelor's degree in Spanish and early childhood development. Today, I am the La Vida student, summer bridge coordinator, and student coordinator at Dominican University of California. I was born and raised in Guatemala, and at the age of 13, my family decided to move to the US to seek for a better future. My parents always said education was important. They encouraged me to study and get good grades. Back in Guatemala, I was a great student. I always had straight A's. However, everything changed once I came to the US. Suddenly, everything seemed a little harder. Little did I know that navigating a new culture and learning a new language were only some of the minor challenges that I would face. Not sure what's going on with the slides. Party. All right. So, I graduated 8th grade from Miller Creek Middle School, and then, woo! And then went to Terra Linda High School, where I was placed in the AVID program. I think it just doesn't like my voice. There, I met Mr. Stenberg. He was not only my AVID teacher, but he also became one of my biggest supporters. At the time, he was the only person in school who knew my biggest secret. I was undocumented. He motivated me and gave me hope. He showed me that I too could attend college. He introduced me to 10,000 Degrees and helped me apply to the summer intensive program. I was able to spend a week on campus in the residence halls at CSU East Bay. I know some of my fellow CSU East Bay are here. During my senior year of high school, this is something that I would have never thought I would have been able to do otherwise. This was a life-changing experience. It helped me make lifelong friendships, but most of all, it made me feel excited, motivated, and ready to attend college. I enjoyed my time in the program so much that I joined the 10,000 Degrees Leadership Corps. My senior year of high school passed, and I now had 2 support systems, Mr. Stenberg, my AVID teacher, and 10,000 Degrees. 10,000 Degrees helped me apply to the California Dream Act and awarded me a scholarship. This gave me the opportunity to attend Sonoma State. I was on top of the world. As I started classes for kinesiology, I quickly began to fall behind. I wasn't enjoying it, but most of all, I felt like a failure. It was a dark time in my life. I felt like I didn't deserve to be there. Thanks to my 10,000 Degrees family and their encouragement, I didn't quit and decided to switch majors. 10,000 Degrees showed me unconditional support and always worked with me to help me do better. I became a college student ambassador where I worked to build a sense of community with other students in the program. This same support is what inspired me to join 10,000 Degrees later on as a fellow and worked with them for 2 years after graduating Sonoma State. Working as a fellow showed me that life is complex for everyone in different ways. As a fellow, you're the support system that students can rely on. You're the person they look up to, and many times, their shoulder to cry on. Being a fellow taught me that we can't always change the student's circumstances, but that we can always provide comfort, dignity, respect, and support to help students thrive. It also showed me the importance of culture and the impact and inspiration you can provide when you share a similar background to the students you serve. The fellowship challenged me. At the beginning of the pandemic, we had to be creative with how we offered virtual support to students. These challenges became opportunities to find new ways of showing up for students, even when it wasn't in person. Attending college allowed me to learn the complexities of the higher education system, and it led me to my career of serving as an advocate for others who need help. Being recognized as a 10,000 Degrees Changemaker means that I, like 10,000 Degrees, I'm making a difference in the world. So what are the top 3 reasons you should support 10,000 Degrees, you may ask? Because the 10,000 Degrees model works. We are all here because of the people who have shaped us into who we are today. The 10,000 Degrees unconditional support for students like me is life-changing in our paths to becoming college graduates. College impacted my journey in life by providing me with job stability and peace of mind. I am excited about the higher education field because it is an ever-changing field where possibilities are endless, where there is no age, no gender, and no background that can determine how much of an impact you make in other people's lives. I hope to continue to make an impact in my community by continuing the 1 degree ripple effect of inspiration, hard work, and determination that once helped me. We all have the power to make a difference. I am a 10,000 Degrees Changemaker because I have and will continue to support educational equity for all. Thank you.
Now we wish to welcome back to the stage our other Changemaker honorees, Adriana, Ashley, Dayane, and Josue. You gotta come back, Jose, come on. And I would also like to welcome Kim Mazzuca, President and CEO of 10,000 Degrees, to help me present the awards.
Wow, okay. What a beautiful evening. Thank you, Janelle and Cinthya, to our Alumni Changemaker Honorees. What a beautiful group of people who are helping to change the world. Thank you for all that you are, for all that you do. Because of you, someday we are going to have a more beautiful, a more just and equitable, and more peaceful world. And tonight, we honor all of you. We honor our Alumni Changemaker Honorees for who you are, for your amazing achievements, and for all that you do every day to give a better world to all of us. So tonight, we have, right here. Would you like to give one to each?
Who wants to guess which award is first? We have Josue.
And I have this one for Adriana Ascencion, Cisneros. You have a great last name.
Dayane Mendoza Solis.
And for Ashley M. Blanco.
So in addition, each honoree tonight will receive a $500 award and a LinkedIn Premium account. And as a very special surprise, each honoree will receive an award, an additional $500 to gift to a nonprofit of their choice to support the many other change makers who are out there making our world a better place. And now, I would like the families and the loved ones of our Alumni Changemakers to please stand, of Hennessy, Adriana, Ashley, Dayane, and Josue. Please stand. Please stand. These change makers would not be here nor where they are today without your love, your encouragement, your presence, and your patience and belief in their unlimited potential. We thank you for all that you have given to them, for supporting them on their journeys, and for being part of our 10,000 Degrees family. Thank you so much to all the families and loved ones. Congratulations. You are our change makers. Thank you for all that you do. What the world needs now are thousands more change makers like Janelle and Cinthya and Hennessy, Adriana, Ashley, Dayane, and Josue. Like all of the 10,000 Degrees alumni who are in the room tonight, please stand. All Meritus and 10,000 Degrees alumni, please stand. Present times weigh heavily and call upon all of us, and each one of you gives us tremendous hope. Each of you is helping to create a world that one day will be more loving, just, and equitable. And we thank each of you for all that you are, all that you do. So keep on. Tonight, you heard from our 5 change makers about the transformative power of 1 degree. It is the power that awakens within. It is that moment when a student realizes that they have limitless potential, when they can proudly walk into any room and be authentically themselves because they belong there. When they become the leaders and the influencers of our communities and workplaces, when they spread care and compassion and love throughout our communities, when they become the nurses and the doctors and the accountants and the bankers, the entrepreneurs, the engineers, and the innovators. It is what happens when one life, then their siblings, then their children's life, and then thousands more are better because of who they are and what they do. And it is when their very presence inspires others to see the world of possibilities. This is who 10,000 Degrees is. We believe in the great potential of all of our students, and we envision a world when one day all students, regardless of race, ethnicity, or socioeconomic background, will have the full range of educational opportunities, the support, and the resources to achieve their educational goals, fulfill their potential, and go on to be the change makers in our world. Today, we are reaching more than 16,000 students and families across 8 Bay Area counties, including 4,200 college students we're supporting with our scholarships and college success support. 100% of our students are coming from low-income backgrounds, 93% are coming from communities of color, and 92% are the first in their family to go on to college. And our promise is a college degree. Our model provides comprehensive wraparound support to and through college, including the college and financial aid advising, the scholarships, the financial aid management, the near-peer mentoring, dedicated support for all the college pathways, including community colleges and transfer support and career and graduate school readiness. And this year, we awarded a record of $8.6 million in scholarships. And we helped our students receive an additional $42.3 million in free financial aid, which means our students are graduating with 87% less loan debt than the average college graduate. And this also means that by investing in 10,000 Degrees, your support has a multiplier effect. And we are probably one of the best, effective, and efficient college success machine. You may have heard about our remarkable graduation rate. 80% plus of our students are graduating with their bachelor's degree within 6 years. And why? Why is that so remarkable? That is more than double the rate of their first-generation peers from low-income backgrounds. They're even beating their wealthier non-first-gen peers who graduate at 78%. And adding to that, our students who start at a community college, they will transfer and graduate with their bachelor's degree within 6 years at 3 times the national average. So, because of you and your support, the power of 1 degree is unfolding across all of our communities, and this is why we can and will do more. I want to pause here for a moment, because without the partnerships with our local schools, our work would not be possible. We partner with 44 Bay Area high schools and many community and 4-year colleges. And here with us tonight, I know we have several high schools from the San Francisco Unified School District. Please give them a round of applause. We thank you for your incredible partnership over the years, our strong collaboration, and for everything you do every day for our students and families. Thank you so much. And we also have our president-elect from the College of Marin here with us this evening as well. Jonathan, thank you so much for being here. Tonight, we celebrate the transformative power of our change makers and the good that we can all do when we come together. Each of you in this room tonight is a change maker. And what you do every day and what you do tonight in this room has infinite possibilities. Tonight is a huge opportunity for all of us. We invite you to help us grow this amazing community of change makers.